All right, let's go to Los Angeles, California, and talk to Anna. Near. What's up, Anna?
Hi, how are you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very good at my job today. How are you?
Same. I don't know. I can't answer that.
All right, I will help. I'll help you if you'll help me. How about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so what's up?
So my question is, if my
Hey, do me a favor.
husband-
Do me a favor. Take a
Yes, sir.
huge deep breath, as deep as you can, and hold it. 1, 2, 3. Let it out. And then do that one more time, as deep as you can, all the way from the inside of your guts. 1, 2, 3. Drop it. Okay. All right, I'm with you.
Okay. If my husband's cheating,
No.
was my
No.
fault.
No. I knew what you were going to ask as you were asking the question. No. Why in the world would you think that?
Because
It's okay.
when I found the evidence, the pictures of him and her and the messages and everything, and I told him, "Oh, check your hidden album," he looked at me, smiled, like the most evil smile I've ever seen him do, and said, "You've had 9 years to be the woman I love."
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I want you to consider a guy that would so disgusting is the word, cheat on his wife, is a person of so low character that the words they say aren't to be trusted either. So don't not trust him and don't not trust his actions, but then take a piece of the ugliest, most hurtful thing he said and trust that as truth, because it's a lie too. So what's your next move?
I don't know, because he's been cheating on me since I was 9 months pregnant, and we have a 8-month-old now.
Yeah. Is he still staying in the home?
He actually shipped us off. We were living in Collin County, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and he shipped us off to California because this is where my mom is. This is where my family is, and his family too. And he put us on a plane 3 months ago. And now he's saying he wants to work things out and fight for the family and fight, be in my baby's life. But it wasn't just me. He's a first responder, so his work schedule is 24-hour shifts, and he was pretending to work a lot of overtime and making trades and going and spending, days with this other woman from our gym. And I told him it wasn't. I've been there when my dad said, "Oh, I'm not leaving your mom," or "I'm not leaving you girls, I'm leaving your mom too." I said, "I know how this works. You say you're leaving me, but you're not leaving the baby. You're just leaving me, but you don't call, you don't FaceTime him, you don't initiate things to see him." And he says, "Well, because I have to deal with you, and I don't want to deal with you, so I'd rather not. If it means I don't have to see him, then..."
You understand that doesn't make sense on its face.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I said. I was like, "You don't make sense, because if you want to see him, it doesn't matter."
Hold on, stop. Let's do this. You are in the smoke and fog and ash of a fire that just burned right through your house.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to forensically figure out why in the world this fire burned and what it burned. You got to get out of the burned spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? As far as I'm concerned, right now, your marriage is over.
Yeah.
Behavior is a language. He has told you loud and clear. He does not want to be a father. He does not want to be a husband. He doesn't want to be a person of character or integrity. Because here's what I know. If, let's say, God forbid, I had a long-term affair behind my wife's back, and she caught me, and I took that affair and I stabbed her with it like he did with you.
Mhm.
And then I was such a spineless coward that I put my wife and newborn on a plane and sent them away out of our home. Let's say I did all that. And then I woke up one day and I realized I couldn't breathe, and I realized I had made the craziest, most insane mistake of my life. I don't pick up a phone or a text message and say, I really want to fight for this. I find the first flight out. And if there's not a first flight, I drive. And I bang the door down and say, I've made the most catastrophic mistake of my life. I quit my job. I quit everything because you are everything. That's what you do.
Mhm.
And so I'm going to tell you something crazy. I'm not hating on him for having an affair. Those are wrong and they happen. But he's displayed a gross lack of character.
Yes, sir.
And he's trying to drag you through his guilt, right?
Yes.
So what you've got to stop doing is trying to make rational an insane, irrational act. You are allowed to be pregnant, Anna, if that's answering your question.
Mhm.
Were you always roses and a joy to be around? Probably not.
No.
No. Did he come to you and say, hey, I feel like I'm losing my wife. I want to reconnect. No, he didn't do that. He went to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. And to be fair, you didn't either. But no, he made a choice. He looked you in the eye and he said, for you, forever. And then one day he went to the gym and was like, and her. He made a choice. Okay. So from this second forward, you can no longer carry the cinder block that is his choices. That's not your fault.
Mhm.
The question you've got to ask yourself is, what is Anna going to do next? Because right now, he doesn't get a vote. He kicked y'all out. Cool. I'm going to go make my life.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, I don't feel comfortable going back to Texas.
Absolutely not. He kicked you out. You and your newborn. Who kicks out a newborn? There's been moments when my wife wanted to kick me out, and that's fair. Not kick me out forever, but like, you should probably leave, right? And I'm a lot. I get that. And there's been times I'm like, I don't want to be around her. That's fair. Who kicks out a newborn?
Yeah, it was supposed to be only a 2-month. Like he said, oh, let's give it 2 months, and then we can reconnect as like the heart, like distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, that works so good. So stupid.
I found his calendar synced up literally the day before with this other woman from the gym, and he said, no, it's strictly platonic. We just went,
Anna, stop.
went out.
Anna, you are looping. Yeah. You're looping on it. You are like somebody who lost somebody that you love deeply in a car accident, and you keep going back and looking at the accident photos. You have to stop doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to find peace in what he did. And your sweet body's been through this before when your dad took off on your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this has double weight because this wasn't going to be what happened to you. I'm so sorry. I want you to, you're not asking, so I'm just putting this out there, okay? And you can just blow it off, and that won't bother me a bit. But I think it's time for you to sit down with a counselor and say, Dad left me, and I still don't understand what I did. And my first responder, supposed to be a hero husband, made a beautiful baby with me, and he left me. And now that same 7-year-old is inside of me asking me, what's wrong with me again? And you're going to have to heal from that question because it's going to affect everything you do for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, the answer is nothing on both counts. You didn't make your husband cheat, and you didn't make your dad leave. Will you hold that sweet little baby close to your chest and promise that baby that you will go get healthy? Is it a girl or a boy?
A boy.
I want you to commit to yourself and that little boy that this generational hurt stops with you. And you're going to go do the work that you need to do to make peace with the demons that are still calling you from when you were a little kid. And you're going to get some peace and your footing underneath you so you can make the hard decisions that you got coming ahead.
Yes, sir.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Do you have some resources to go see a counselor there in your community?
I've been looking. I've talked to a few, but they're just people I haven't really connected with. So I'm still looking.
All right, I want you to stay on the line. I'm going to hook you up with several months of BetterHelp for free. Okay.
Okay.
And that's a good place for you to start.
Mm-hmm.
Are your parents trustworthy, or is his parents trustworthy? Do you have friends there in California?
Oh, my entire community is out here. My church.
Okay.
Everyone.
So I want you to go sit with one or two women that you trust, that you love, and that you care about, and you can be honest with. And I want you to sit down and tell them everything. But I don't want you to rehash all the what happens. The everything I'm talking about is I want you to tell them how devastating this was. I want you to tell them how much it hurts and how confusing figuring out your next right step is. Because I can hear you have a very trauma-based response going on right now, which of course makes sense, but you're going back trying to figure out what happened so that you can justify going back with this guy. If you end up back with him, you end up back with him. I'm not going to hate on you for that. But there's got to be some healing that happens, or this whole loop starts over again and starts over again. And again, as I said when this call started, he's a person who is so void of character and so void of integrity. His words get that same level of weight in your life, the same weight as his actions do, which should be 0 because he doesn't tell the truth. It's not who he is. It's not who he is. Can he come around? Yeah. Is he going to? Probably not. But if he's listening to this, bro, you better be on the next plane out. Or everything you are, just talk. Just talk. And you're burying your sweet wife and this little boy.